Thank you so much for joining me again. Today, cubed steak smothered in old-fashioned gravy. Here we have our steaks here. We're going to fry them up a little bit. I usually make my own mashed potatoes homemade from scratch, but we're going to use these today. They are very good and tasty. You should try them. And mixed vegetables with a little bit of butter. These are the seasons we'll be cooking with today. A little bit of pepper, didn't get that in the shot, and our flour. Seasoned up, let's go ahead and batter them up and drop them in. I could put at least another one in there, but I'm only going to put 2 in here because I don't want to crowd my pan. Now we need a little heavy whipping cream for those potatoes. Want to loosen them up a little bit. This will do the trick. Rich and creamy. Yummy. Pour a little bit of that on in there. Maybe a little bit more. Let's stir it up. I may need to add a little bit more, but we'll see. Steaks are frying pretty good. Let's turn them on over. And stir up these vegetables. Got our butter in there. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, but no salt, no other seasons, just butter and a little bit of black pepper. That's all we need for this. I think our steaks are seasoned up enough. We don't need any other salt. Let's take these 2 out. And let's batter up the other 2. Well, the other one. We are almost done. Now let's chop up this onion because we are going to make some homemade gravy, okay? Homemade gravy. This is so delicious. Just need some flour, some onions, and some water. And a little bit of seasons, whatever you like to put in yours. But here we go. We're going to drop those onions in that same grease we fried the cubed steaks in. Now, once you start smelling the onions, then you know you can go ahead and add your flour. You can let your flour cook down a little bit, but I went ahead in this video and added the water sooner than I usually do. But it depends on your timing and how you want to do things. So we just added the onions, and here you can see that they've kind of cooked down a little bit. This is what you should smell. Like when they hit here, you're gonna smell it. Add your flour in, dump it all in. It's okay. We're gonna make a lot of gravy because I'll probably save some for maybe tomorrow. I'll cook something else that may need some gravy. Add a little bit of water, stir it on up. And now it's gonna start getting thick. Now, depending on how you like your, the consistency of how you like your gravy, that determines how much water you're gonna add. Now, see, like I said here, you could have cooked the flour down a little bit more, but I'm gonna add a little bit more water. And I'm just gonna cook mine down this way. But either way, however you do it, it'll come out right. There's no right or wrong way, really. Just depends on you and what you like. See, it's getting a little thick there. Just kind of stir it on up, cook it on in, add some more water. Yep. Turn that down a little bit. We don't want it to burn or overflow. Yummy. This is smelling so delicious. And it's very simple. It's really only grease, onion, flour, and water. And then I'm gonna add a little bit more season just to taste. But it's only gonna be one other thing, but we'll get to that. Just keep stirring, keep stirring, keep stirring, and simmering down a little bit. I'm definitely probably gonna add a little bit more water to that. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. And here is where I'm adding the water. I figured it would. It was looking a little thick there. Add a little bit more water. I probably won't add all of this, but I will add a little bit more. See, there we go. It's coming on together now. Yummy. This smells amazing. It's nothing like some homemade gravy. Okay, homemade gravy. Yummy. Just keep on stirring it all in, mixing all those flavors in there. Yep. It's looking good. Yum. Now I think I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper right here. A little salt and pepper. I added a little bit more water, excuse me. See, like I said, it just depends on you and the consistency you like your gravy to be. And I also added a little barbecue sauce in there, some Sweet Baby Ray's. So we're just gonna mix that on up in there a little bit. And I've got quite a bit of gravy here. So what I'm gonna do is pour some of it into a bowl. And like I said, we'll probably have that for maybe the next day or next couple days. I may cook something that requires gravy. But you see that? This is just how I like it, how we like it. The only thing I added was grease, onions, water, flour, and barbecue sauce. That's your gravy. And a little bit of salt and pepper. But that's it. That's the consistency we like. But you can thin this out a whole lot more if you'd like to, though. So in a little while, I am going to get ready to drop my steaks in here. However, before we get to that part, this is where I'm going to pour some of it into a bowl and save it for a little bit later because I have quite a bit of gravy in here. And that's usually what I do. Like, I just kind of go ahead and make it all. And then I either sometimes freeze it or just put it in the refrigerator for a later date if I know I'm going to, cook something else that requires gravy. So there we have the little bit that I poured out of there. Actually, it's quite a bit. Excuse me. And it smells so good. So we're going to seal this on up, put it in the refrigerator, and save it for another day. Now, let's drop our steaks in the gravy. Smothered cube steak. Here we go. That's all it is. Just smother it in that gravy, and there you have it. Now we're gonna work these on down in there a little bit. Ooh, that one just went on in there really good, didn't it? Okay, so we're gonna work these on down in there, cover them with this gravy, and you're gonna let this simmer for a little while, just for a few minutes, maybe 5 to 10 minutes, or longer, just depends on you. But yeah, we're just gonna let that gravy simmer on in there with that steak, and then it's gonna be time to eat. If you could smell this right now. We're going to go ahead and cover it on up for a few minutes. Let it simmer on in. Nothing but flavor. Goodness. It's like a hug to your belly, this right here. And now we're done. It's time to eat. We got our mixed veggies here, all nice and steamed up. Our mashed potatoes, all nice and smooth, looking good. And let's plate it on up. It's time to eat, y'all. Yummy. My favorite by far would have to be the veggies. Can't you tell? And there you have smothered cube steaks. And here are our mashed potatoes. Yummy. These are the loaded baked mashed potatoes. And whatever that brand was, it's really good. Like, you know, if you're trying to do something quick and you're in a hurry, or you just don't want to spend too much time in the kitchen, that's the way to go. They're very tasty. And we are going to drop a little bit of that gravy on top of these mashed potatoes because why not? Yes, sir. Come on, flavor. Yes, yes. Yummy. Every drop. Thank you. And this, my friends, my family, is dinner for tonight. I thank you so much for watching, and please hit that like button or that thumbs up. Turn on your notification bell so you'll know when I post a video. Also drop a comment if you'd like to. And don't forget to subscribe. Share with a friend, share with your family, share with a neighbor. Why not? Thank you again so much for watching.